update. I still don't have my shim kit, but I finally got the feeler gauge, the right proper metric feeler gauge that I'm gonna need. Well, metric makes it easier. I can still do it in inches, but yeah. So let's see which top dead center position we have. Down, down, up, up. So I think we're in top dead position, the second position. Let's double check. So the first time doing this, by the way, I know you saw a little time lapse when you got me a pair of these. I was gonna do the standard micrometer. When I got metric feeler gauge. After spending money and buying this bullshit, just kind of missing some. It's just nicer to have those in between smaller sizes. So these were just simple printouts. My first time doing this. Probably don't even need this one. Saw a better way of just doing a hand chart. Printing out these three. Which I'm gonna print out more when I finish up. So after you get everything uninstalled off the top, pop the valve cover off. You got these two little ones right here. That little line right there, there's a notch right here, a notch on that, and a notch right here. Pretty much want to line that up. Spin this clockwise, not counterclockwise, like I did. I didn't pay attention too much, and I finally read it through. I was watching some other videos too. Watch to make sure your cam lobes sit like this, so when you measure, you get a proper measurement. Kind of gives you your do's, your don'ts, or whatever, what's proper and what's not. So this is for a 2013 through 18 model. I have a 2019. I was trying to order the service manual, but I guess they're unavailable. They're blocked out on Kawasaki's site. So I was looking at everything, and there's your clearance for your exhaust, your intake. And I wasn't too sure if I should do it that way, but I was looking on here, and right there, 13 to 19 for the intake, 24 to 31. So yeah. Anyways, I think standard on most of them is like a T45. This one's a T47. So that's the only difference I've noticed so far for the 19 model. You're gonna go ahead and pop these two little flathead, what's it called? Where they at? Where'd you go? Am I blind? Oh, yes, I am blind. Two little caps. Watch out for this little rubber O-ring. Might stick or it might stay to the little bolt. So I don't know if y'all can see down there. Top dead center. Actually, maybe a hair over. It just kind of depends how you look at it. If anything, just come up here. Look at all your cams, your cam lobes. Check them out. So, cylinder 4, up, up, up. Let me feel this one. Yep, up. Okay, so cylinder 4 is all the way up on all of those. Cylinder 1, in that case, is down, down, down. Okay. Cylinder 2, intake up. Okay. All right. Let's get to it. So I'm already in position 2, right here. So we're gonna go ahead and take the measurements and then write them down on our paper. So when I was watching a video on like a 2013, I believe, he's talking about doing exhaust first. So just do everything for exhaust, measure all that up, at least for the position you're in, and then do the other one, the intake, or the other way around. So I'm gonna put you on my ram mount and see what it do. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one rotation for y'all, just to kind of show you. So T47. Insert into this. Oh, hit my fairing. I'm just gonna watch from up here because I already know it. The top dead center that I need to be in for position 2. But let's base it off this chem for cylinder 4. Let's see. We should get pretty close. Right about. Let's check it out down here. Sorry, I don't have someone to film it for me. Okay. Got a little hash mark. Boom. We're gonna be. Position 2 with all 4 on cylinder 4 down. 6 and 5 on cylinder 3. And then that's for the exhaust, and yeah, whatever, you get the point. Anyways, cylinder 2 is going to be 3 and 4 on the inlet. And once we do all those, boom, we're gonna put it in the other top dead center position, position 1. Which is, I believe, 180 degrees. But always just double check your cam lobes, see what position they're in. Then we'll take all these measurements for the exhaust and the inlets. Not the exact filler gauge, but basically what I did was I went down in here, measured that one, and that was number 8 on the inlet. I got between 13 or 0.1 and 0.13. If I was to give or take, I would say it'd probably be about 11 or 0.11. So just gonna show you what I did. 13, 14. My best guess is about 14. And kind of bring the numbers up a little higher. That one 13.5, because that was actually pretty spot on, and so on and so forth. I know this isn't the best video, but hey, I had first time trying, so yeah, got all those down. About to put in top dead center position 1. Okay. One and 2 on the exhaust are down. 1 and 2 on here down. All these should be free. Okay. Up, up, down. Up, down, down. Okay, we're good. We'll start out with the main ones out of the bunch. So it starts at 13 up to 19 as far as the spec for the inlet. So we're gonna measure all these, and it's gonna be reversed for y'all. So we're starting here. Okay, that side. So let's see, it's 13 fit. Okay, cylinder 1, 13 went through smooth. Just go up 1. Well, 2 technically, but I'll have that in between size. 15. That one's fine. A lot of mine are already out of spec, so, but I got almost 20,000 miles on it. Okay, see how that one doesn't fit. 15, dude. So 15 through 18 on that one for valve 1, cylinder head 1. After doing all my measurements, I got circle numbers is the number I'm gonna finalize and put the shims in. But this is also why, as doing this the first time, I'm going to recheck them all again, and hell, maybe even check them a third or fourth time after spinning the engine through the timing chain little bolt thing. Yeah, so that's that. Now I'm going to pull all these 4 corners up, or well, 16, however many bolts there is. Yeah, it's 8 in each one, so there's 16 bolts. Pull all those up, clean around here a little bit. Also, remove this. Actually, I'm probably gonna do that first. Yeah, just gotta watch out. Make sure you're seated in with your Allen keys, because I've been seeing a few people strip them. And I'm gonna zip tie this chain real tight with zip, put a zip tie on there. Hold that in place instead of doing the whole wired anchor thing, which I might still even wire it just to keep the chain as like a secondary boundary so it doesn't fall down there. But yeah, that's really about it. Put you on back in a time lapse. Dun dun dun. Shim kit. And for anyone who doesn't know, the shims I measured out of the zx6r 2019 is 7.48 millimeters. So yeah, we'll turn that around. Anyways, 7.8 or 7.48. My bad. Says it wasn't compatible, but we're gonna find out. Anyways, instead of showing y'all this mess, I went ahead and wrote everything down over here. Put that shit up on. 8 for the exhaust, 8 for the intake. That's the mean number we're going to be, I believe, subtracting by. So check this out. Intake, exhaust, those are the 2 numbers we're going to be using. Here's an example for your new valve shim. Let's see, how is it done? So you take your valve shim, you add the one that was originally in there. Once you measure it, then you add what you actually got as far as the measurements, the clearance, minus that mean number for the exhaust, reading out to your new shim. So 16.55 would be the new shim, and there's a shim size for the width of the diameter of the shim. Actually, my bad. Wish me luck. I don't mess this up. we're starting from position 1. So, see how this goes. I'm gonna go ahead and do all the math for these, see what shims I need. Just a quick checklist. All these were out of spec by a very good, amount. Some of the, pretty much all these were in spec or right at 13 millimeters, is between 0.13 or 0.130 to 0.190. So they were all in, but I want to bring them up a little bit on the ones that were right on 13. So we're going to go ahead and do those. And then these were like at 16, 17 for the clearance. So they were more towards the higher end of the spectrum. So we're going to see how this goes. So I did all my math. Numbers right below. So on the top ones, these are all going to be my new shim sizes. Of course, I'm going to have to kind of round up, give or take. And then my new shim sizes on here are going to be these. Arrow drawn down. I mean, it pretty much round up 180, 180. So that's what we're going to do. But I only have 3 of each shim, so I'm going to kind of swap some around here and there. In the meantime, I'm going to take a little dish, some carb cleaner or parts cleaner, and just lightly twist these around. Try not to shove too much, and do not drop this. Look at that. Terrible. Numbered all the exhaust and intake tappets, took them all out, put all of them in order, just in case something goes bad. Even though they're out of spec, I can take everything, or basically undo everything I did. All right, let's resume. We're gonna start putting in the new shims. I did run into a problem. I only have 3 of each shim. Well, 160, 160, 160. Instead of doing a 165, 165. See, I was running out of shims. So I'm gonna double check everything, do the valve clearance check a 4th time, this time with the new shims in. Once I get everything done. If I have to undo it, I have to undo it. So on my intake, 13.13 to 0.19 is the clearance. All these are right about 16, 17. Now with the new shims and exhaust all on the proper ones as well, they're a little more than halfway, more towards the bigger side of 31. They're right about, let's say, the 24 to 31 point, 24 to 0.31. They're sitting at about like 28, 29. So they're on the bigger end of the spectrum. This 4th valve, I need to go up like 0.5, or I have a 180 in there. I need to put like a 1.75 or 1.70. I'm gonna try 1.70 and see what it gets. And if not, I'll put the 1.5 just to double check. So I don't have an in-between gauge, so I can't get that very fine. But right now, I'm barely fitting a 13, so it's within spec or right at the edge. But I'd rather just take everything apart and do it right. .41 in the morning. After about 2 weeks, just got done doing everything. Got a little mess. Let's see if she start up. God, I hope I didn't mess anything up. If anything, I might need to turn the time or cam chain sensor or cam chain tensioner.